At the end of this lesson, we will be able to understand what is Purva Rupa, table, examples and rules. Purva Rupa Sandhi. What is the meaning of Purva Rupa? We are having two varnas which are getting transformed. The last letter of the first word, which we are calling it as Purva Varna. The first letter of the second word, which we are calling it as Paravarna. Okay, that is what we are using in the Sandhi class. Now, Purva Rupa Sandhi refers to the sound in the first word, which is the last sound in the first word, which is involved in the Sandhi. Now, the name itself is telling Purva Rupa Sandhi. That means Purva Rupa will be the result of the sound transformation in this Sandhi. Here also the Swara is getting transformed, and that is why we are learning this under Swara Sandhi. Now, let us see these sentences. Vipadepi dhiraha dharmam na tyajanti griheham ramayanam pathami vyakaranadhyayanaya abhyasat margonyaha nasti pundarikasya grihe govindothitihi babhuva. So vipadepi griheham margonyaha govindotitihi vipadepi vipade api griheham grihe aham margonyaha margo anyaha govindotitihi govindo atithihi. If you see these sandhis and observe these sandhis, you are having an akara which is there on the right hand side. In all the four examples, we are having akara as the paravarna. We are having ekara or okara as the purvavarna. Also, vipade, grihe, margo, govindo. These are all words, full words. Now let us take one example and see how we can analyze this sandhi. Vipade api. Vipade can be split as v, e, p, a, d, e. Api, a, p, e. Now you have an a sound and an a sound joining here. So the rule of Purva Rupa Sandhi is that when a and a sound are involved, the ekara Purva Rupa Adesha takes place. The Purva Rupa, which is ekara itself, comes as a transformed letter. So a plus a will result in a. So the transformation here is a. Now, in order to indicate that an akara was there on the right hand side, because of which this transformation took place, grammarians later started putting the symbol yes, that yes mark, the symbol which is called avagraha chinha for Purva Rupa Sandhi. Now, the presence of an avagraha chinha does not imply the presence of a Purva Rupa Sandhi. The avagraha chinha just represents akara. This is a very important point that we have to note. The avagraha, the presence of an avagraha chinha does not mean it is Purva Rupa Sandhi. Avagraha chinha just represents the akara. The other point that we have to note is the Purva Varna is involved. Now the Purva Pada, Purva Varna and Purva Pada. The Purva Pada should be a full word. That means Prakriti and Pratyaya should have joined and it should be a full word. Purva Rupa Sandhi occurs only for full word. These are some of the points which we have to note in Purva Rupa Sandhi. It occurs for full word. The Purva Rupa, the Purva Varna itself, which is the Ekara or the Okara, becomes as Adesha. The right hand side should be Akara only. And the Akara is not pronounced and it is represented by the Purva Rupa symbol, which is the Avagraha Chinna or the S mark, if you can say. Now, these are some of the points that we have to remember for Purva Rupa Sandhi. And it is an Adesha Karya. So the A and A gets transformed to Ekara. Now, if you see the table very carefully, it is not only Ekara on the Purva Varna. It says Padante, Padante Ekaraha, Padante Okaraha, Yada Bhavati, तदा तस्य पुरतः अकारः भवति चेत् तदा एकारः ओकारः आदेशः भवति. Now Puravarna and Paravarna are involved in the Adesha in this Sandhi. Therefore, the Adesha is happening in the place of Purva and Paravarna. This is a very important point that we have to note. Let us see some examples here. Matre arpitam, matrerpitam, mrigo adhavat, mrigodhavat, te atra, tetra, paro api, paropi. Let me read the answers once again. Matrerpitam, mrigodhavat, tetra, paropi. This is how we have to read. So the ekara or the okara at the end of a pada becomes ekara and okara in front of avarna. This is Purva Rupa Sandhihi. Padantat Vidyamanat Ekarat Okaratva Yadi Akaraha Paraha Bhavati Tada Purva Parayoho Sthane Ekaraha Okaraha Va Kramat Ekadeshaha Bhavati. Tatra Avagraha Chinnham Ekarat Okarat Va Param Adhunika Vayyakaranaha Likhanti. So Panini has not given this symbol. This is a symbol which has come in the script and which modern grammarians are using for Spashta Pratipatti. That means for a clear understanding that Akara existed before and now we have made the Sandhi. For that Spashta Pratipatti, for a clear understanding, we are putting this symbol. When A or O at the end of the word is followed by A at the end of the word, that is very important, is followed by A or O replaces both respectively. And the sign Avagraha is placed after A or O. Yengaha Padantad Ati is the sutra. Yeng represents A kara and O kara. At represents Hrasva akara. And here we have to note that it has to be Hrasva akara only. Not Dirgha akara is not allowed. Hrasva akara only gets this transformation. Yeng in front of Yeng. If you have Hrasva akara, you will get Yeng only as the Adesha for the Puravarna and the Paravarna. This is Purva Rupa Sandhihi. Yengaha Padantad Ati.